Hello YouTube, today we're going to take a look at another Yokai Metal series. This time we're going to take a look at the Yokai Metals Series 4 by Hasbro. Now, I actually have not gotten the complete Series 3, so that's why I'm actually skipping ahead since I was able to get Series 4 together first. So we're going to take a look at each of the metals and go on from there. We have several S metals, and it seems like in this time there was a lot more A metals than everything else, so it's actually kind of an interesting series what we got so far. Anyway, so now I'll start with rank S. So to start off, we have rank S. There are 7 rank S metals, so first we're going to start with Gleam. So there we go. We're just going to quickly put it in the watch, and then go from there. So we're going to pull Gleam out. Next we got Tengu. So here's a better look at Tengu. So there we go. Next we got another one of the pop-up bolts and basically the other type of versions we got. So this is Uncle Infinite. So there we go. Sometimes it does that. Continuing on, here we have Shadow Vanacht, which continues on from what we had with Vanacht earlier. So there we go. Next, we have Beelzebub. So far we haven't had any secondary sounds. So next, second to last, we have Corpton, who is a palette swap of Reunite. And then finally, we have the legendary of the series, Komoshura, which looks really nice. And that finishes off the rank S metals. Now we move on to rank A. Now we're going to move on to rank A. First, we're going to start with Castellius the First. So here we go. So here's a look at Castellius the First. So there we go. Next, we're actually going to take a look at the real Papa Bolt. We're going to take the last of the Chansons, if I remember correctly. This is Snee. Next, we got Null. Following up, we got the ever so annoying Babylon, or Bananos. Sometimes I get them confused. I think this might actually be Bananos. So, okay, it is Bananos. And actually, this is the last of them. This is Sheen. We also got doubles. Following up, we got, if I remember correctly, I actually forgot this one. It's not Fishpicable, it's the other one, but I don't really remember this one too much, so we're just going to go through this one. Okay, so it was Tunitic. That was the other palette swap. Now, we're going to take a look at my other two favorite palette swaps, Zero and Quaken. So first, we're going to take a look at Zero. Then after that, we're going to take a look at Quaken. Following up, we're going to take a look at Ben K. Next we got Drizzle, who is a palette swap of All Hail. Second to last, we have Nefarious, who is a palette swap of Negasis. And then finally, we have my most favorite actually of the series, because it helped me so much in the first game, ever since I got it in the Krinkakai, Supyo. And that finishes up the rank A's. We'll now move on to rank B. Now we're on to rank B. First, we're going to take a look at Old Sing Trick. This is actually the second lowest amount of medals in the rank in Series 4. So there we go, Old Sing Trick. Following up, we got actually one that I just love saying. This has got a very hilarious way that he says his name. Blandon, who is a pal swap of Null. Following up, we got the palette swap of Kateable, Sing Kata. next, we've got the final of pretty much all the main beetles so far, and that's Beetle. Or Beetler. It's either one of them. So it is Beetler, so it's the second one. Second to last, we got Nerd, who is a palette swap of Tengloom. And then finally, we got Tsushiyama to finish up the rank Bs. We'll now move on to rank C. Now we move on to rank C, which has a pretty good amount with 8 medals in this series. First, we're going to take a look at Blips, who is a recolor of Lavalata. So we're going to take a look at that first. Next, we're going to take a look at the final of them all, and that's Chanson himself. It was interesting to see Chanson along with his recolors actually all in the same series. So next, we're going to take a look at something that should have came out a long time ago, and that's Happiere. It's weird that they took this long to release them. So this is one of the few that actually has a secondary sound. So now we're going to take a look at Namor, who is a palette swap of... Let's see, I forgot his name. I know the guy's name. Next, we're going to take a look at the actual Babylon. So, next we're going to take a look at another one, which I always get confused with. This is actually Ilu, which is another recolor of Alu in the other version, but I keep forgetting the third one. Here we have Chummer. Second to last, we have Mosquivel. So, finally, we have Katanana to finish off the last of the rank Cs. And that concludes the rank Cs. We'll now move on to the rank Ds. And now we're going to look at rank D, which is a pretty good spread at 9 medals. So first we're going to take a look at Dismarelda, the love life of Happiere. It's also weird that they took this long to release her, so there we go. Following up, we have a look at Lafalada now, since we already looked at Blips earlier. Sometimes it does that. Following up, we're going to take a look at Grubsnitch. Now, it's weird that someone who inspirits someone to eat pretty much all the snacks of people and so on, and pretty much likes to continue eating little snacks here and there, it's kind of weird that it's part of the Heartful tribe. Anyways, we're going to take a look at My Nemo, which along with Leodoni, for some reason it took this long to release them, since they've kind of been staple characters since the first game, and they're kind of the easiest ones to get in both games. So here we go. Following up, we're going to take a look at Lodo. So here's a better look at Lodo. Here we go. Next, we're going to take a look at the two palette swaps in this same rank. First, we're going to take a look at Blocade. Now we're going to take a look at Lead Balloon. Second to last, we're going to take a look at Q-Pistol. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the final medal of the rank Ds. And that is Chismo, who fell behind here, so we need to quickly get him. So here we go. Here's a look at Chismo. Focus. Okay, there we go. So that covers all of the rank D medals. Now last, but certainly not least, rank E. Now rank E at this time for Series 4 is where the weirdness is at its max. And that's because a lot of the medals in the rank E are some of the earlier to find yokai in the first game. And it's very strange how Hasbro has decided to release a lot of these medals so late in. So now we're going to take a look at Kaden, which was one of the first battles that Nate even saw in the series. So that's one of the weirdest parts I've seen with this particular series. So here we go. We're going to take a look at Kaden. Next, we're going to take a look at Leodoni. Followed up with Droplet. The next one is where it's really strange that it took so long to make, and that is Negative Buzz.
Summoning Shady! Negative Buzz.
And then finally, here we have a look at Ache to finish it off.
Summoning Shady!
And that finishes off the Series 3 medals. Overall, I think Series 4 is a really good wave in the Hasbro line of the Yokai Watch medals. However, it is still very strange of the selection of the medals, since a lot of the medals that were released in this wave still, for some reason, were some that needed to be released earlier, in my opinion, since a lot of those yokai are found early in the game. Characters such as Happiere and Dismarelda is mostly because they appeared in the anime really early, and characters like Negative Buzz and some others should have been released a long time ago, and I think it's very strange why it took this late in the game to release them. Especially since we're winding down with the rest of the Series 1 medals, well, the Game 1 medals, since there's only less than about 20 medals or so that have yet to be seen how Hasbro is going to release it over here, at least in America, since some of the medals have actually been found in other territories. So hopefully we'll see the rest of the Game 1 medals released in the Hasbro line of medals, since it would be nice to actually have a full collection up to this point. I'll be back eventually once I be able to secure the Series 3 medals, but for now, this is what we got so far. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hirotaku and Hero Club. Also, please check your Twitter at DarkOn633, and don't forget to check down the other channels down below. I'll be back with more Yokai Watch reviews, but for now, I'll be seeing you YouTube. Bye.